Hey everybody, it's Becky from Living the Dream Quilt Shop. Living the Dream, look at this. We got new t-shirts. Yay! And I love it. It says, shop hop like a rabbit and your fabric stash I can't even read it, will multiply fast. Carol Mahaffey came up with that, so thank you, Carol. I love the t-shirt. So when you come in, let me know you're here. We're on a little bit late tonight. Not only did I just get back with the mowers and a bunch of stuff to move over here about half an hour ago, I haven't even ate today. And I needed to do the live, and we couldn't get both cameras working. So it has been quite the crazy day. There's Angie Stevenson. Angie, I haven't even ate today. My food is being DoorDashed because I have not had time all day to eat. And we had camera trouble tonight. I've got this other camera here. Can't get it to work. I have a camera on my laptop. Cannot get it to work. It has been like the craziest day ever. Sharon Kinney, what are you doing, honey? I know. I have to work on this. I know. I have to work on this t-shirt quilt, and I didn't do the Sunday night sewing, so I thought I would come online, and I really love hanging out with you guys on Sunday evenings. So I knew it was late, but I thought I'm going to see who's up, hang out for a little bit, cut a few of these squares, because I still have about 15 t-shirts to go out of the 35, so I came to hang out with my best friends. So what are you all doing tonight? Sharon Kinney, why aren't you in bed? Angie, how come you're not in bed? Listen to you guys yelling at me. Listen to this. All right, let's see. If you're new here, make sure you come in, say hey, let us know you're here. Let us know where you're from. So far, we've got Sharon and Angie have checked in. Angie, you live in Fairmont, don't you? And Sharon lives in Salem. And I wish I had both cameras. So I'm going to hook this up here, but I can still see the chat. You guys can see what I'm working on tonight. I don't mean to make anybody dizzy here. This almost looks like the shirt I've got on, but it's not. Okay, so I finally got my big ruler up here. Thank goodness. There is Denise Myers. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, Sharon, yesterday was a crazy day, but we started the shop hop. It went really well. I missed a few people coming in. I was running late loading. Well, I didn't load the U-Haul. I supervised the loading of the U-Haul yesterday to take my brother some of my mom's furniture that he wanted. So I supervised that and then hurried home so I could see my shop hoppers and help with the shop. And it was just a crazy day. All right, so if any of you remember, I've been working on this for about a week now. Oh, Angie's in Salem too. Whoa, Angie's getting me. Oh, Ange. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I like being consistent, and I promised you girls I would be doing the socials every week, so I wanted to keep consistent. Yeah, I can't believe you girls don't know each other. Both of you are sweethearts, so I know you'd get along really well. And I think Seth is on here tonight. I just got off the phone with him after we couldn't make cameras work. And at least I'm on the easy part of this t-shirt quilt now, just cutting. Karen Bush must, yes, you guys should get together. There is Seth. Seth, did you put the podcast out yet? Seth and I did a podcast earlier today, in between my pickup and drop off of Kenyon with his 4 mowing jobs. We did a podcast on the new app we have coming out, so if you guys get the chance, make sure you check that. Very good podcast. And it explains the new app really well, which should be coming out really soon. All of you Apple users, you might have to wait just a little bit longer. We have to do 2 weeks of testing on the app. And Seth, do we still need 2 more people? Did you see it? So he does have it up. All right. Wow, Angie and Sharon might know each other after all. So we still need a couple testers, but you have to have an Android device, either a phone or a tablet that's not Apple, and you can be one of our testers. Is it 1 or 2 we need, Seth? And if you caught this morning's podcast, you got to see my little friend Chip. Kenyon hurt a baby chipmunk when he was weed eating and asked Mommy to save it, and we have. I just gave him his last feeding for the night. He has become quite the little hog. Yeah, that's bad, Angie. I fed the chipmunk, but I haven't fed me yet. Aw, why did we make you Karen, if you're talking about when he was talking about your machine, I cried too. I was ready to bawl talking about Pammy. So you guys might have known each other. That is so cool. I love it. So in Mo Day. All right, Lori. Now, I've got a really tiny one here. It's supposed to be 16 by 16, and we've got a baby shirt. So I'm going to try to get this 8 by 8. I'm coming up a little bit short here, but I think... Nope, that's cut there. I might be able to fudge it when I'm sewing the sashing on to get that 1/4 inch in there. Maybe. And if not, I'll have to cut it down just a little bit more. Yeah, because that is... Got about 1/8 of an inch on each side. I think I'll be able to get that in there. And if not, I'll have to cut it a little bit more and just make the sashing a little bit wider. It's really hard when you're dealing with so many different sizes. Well, I am proud of my girls for working with FEMA during the flooding. That was something else. I hope it's something we never have to deal with again here. Seeing it all happen in Tennessee, was it Tennessee last year, was bad enough. But thank you girls for going out and working with them. That is awesome. And we were just talking today about how so many people have come together after I opened the quilt shop. I didn't know any of my dream team. I didn't know a bunch of you customers that have become so close to me. And it's unreal how many blessings I have now thanks to opening the quilt shop. And I think most of you on here know the story that my Seth's dad passed away 6 years ago from cancer, and he is the one that told me, don't end up laying in a bed wishing you would have. Live your dreams. Take those trips and open that quilt shop, and I am so glad I did because I have all of you now. Yeah, too many different sizes, Sharon. Sharon, let me get that small one again. So he has her two favorite colors that he wants sashing around each one. So I'm doing a 2 inch around each piece. But for these, he had picked out two colors. She loves pink and purple. So I'm going to do a purple border. I'm going to do pink sashing around the t-shirts. But there's a couple small shirts. So I'm going to do purple around them to make this big enough. And so I've got 8 inches. I need 16, so I can do 4 inches around this. And then I'm going to do the purple sashing around that. Or wait, I'm going to do, wait, purple around this. And then do the regular pink sashing around that. So when I do the borders, that purple's going to pick up and carry over to the borders. Did that make sense? I do. Yes, Angie. You have to. Sometimes you can take other shirts or like this huge shirt. If I have a shirt about the same color, you can build around it, but you can really see the seams on it. So I would rather put the sashing on it, make it a little bit different. And then, I don't think I have any here in front of me. He had me, she had some that had things on the sleeves, little emblems, or he had me do the backs of a lot of them, and on the front was a little emblem. So I took those off, and on the ones I have big sashing around, I kind of put a couple of those emblems, applique them on to make the shirt, give it a little character. Too much figuring for you, Sharon? Sharon, the next time you're in, remind me to show you a picture of the one I did. There was not a t-shirt in it that was the same. And, matter of fact, I've still got it at the shop. She hasn't picked it up yet. I will take a picture of that to show you. Some of her shirts were this big. I mean, the lettering went all the way from the top almost to the bottom. And the rest of the shirts were like 14 by 14. I had to fit that huge one into the middle of the quilt and build around it. It was like putting a puzzle together. And, oh, it about done me in. This one, this is not sticking real well. Turn on the iron. And I'm going to redo this one because when this doesn't stick well, that is not good. You don't, you want to make sure that your Pellon is sticking well to the back of your t-shirt. Otherwise, your t-shirt becomes stretchy and gets off of balance, and it is not good when you're trying to quilt that on a long arm. So are you guys sewing tonight, or what's everybody doing? I don't see Karen Bush on here. She must already went to bed. Let me iron this real quick. Might need to add a little bit of, no, it's sticking now, okay. Yes. What?
What are you moving?
I'm not moving anything. I rolled the chair over here. I'm live. Everybody say hi to Kenyon. Kenyon has just come upstairs. Say hi to all the girls, Kenyon.
Hey guys.
Got Karen Warwick on there, and Sharon Kinney, and Angie, I don't know, Angie, you haven't met Kenyon yet, have you? He likes to hang out in the quilt shop. Talk to all the pretty ladies.
I'm hardly ever.
How come all my girls know you? Yeah, this is not wanting to stick good. Need some steam in my iron.
You still ain't sent it out yet.
Sent what out?
This is what it's showing.
Kenyon's worried about dinner. He's checking DoorDash. He hasn't ate dinner yet and he has school tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to hold off on that t-shirt. That's stick and I don't have any steam in my iron. Tell your mom not to work all night. Karen Works says hi from Ohio, Kenyon.
Hi.
Alright, so we're going to go into the next t-shirt. That one was not sticking well. I'm going to have to cut some more pell on. I don't know if I got a bad piece or not.
You may take this on lunch. Send it.
Yeah, you're fine.
Bye.
I went over, let me show you. I went over here. There is my ironing table. I flipped over to my ironing table, so let me show you girls. So this is my little sewing room at my grandma's. It used to be my playroom when I was little. So over here I've got a nice TV. I've got my stuff hanging up on the stand. A bunch of my sewing stuff is down there and a lot of Mom's. And then over here is my machine. So that window looks out over the river. I love it. I love having the window open when it's pretty. And back here, that window looks at the church I grew up in, the little country church. And that has my ironing stand. And then I have a bunch of stuff on this. And then where I am sitting at, let's see, is this little cutting table here. So this is my little sewing room. And then I've got a closet over here that I need to clean up. It's got a bunch of Mom's stuff in there and a big piece of foam that God only knows what that was for, but that's my little closet. So that's my sewing room. This is my peaceful place. Seth thinks I'm crazy, but I love it here. All of my girls understand my retreat. I love my retreat. I know I'm starting. Now, Angie, I have to say, oh, you did get to meet Kenyon. Okay. I've got to say, Angie, today is mostly Kenyon's fault. Kenyon had 4 mowing jobs to do today, and he wanted to go to church first, which I can't blame him for wanting to go to church. But I told him, Kenyon, I have to do 2 lives today, and we have to get all your mowing stuff back to Barber County when you're done, and I don't think you're going to have time to get all that done. So I had to wait on him to get all that done, and then bring him back to Barber County to go to school in the morning. So that is why I was running back to the quilt shop, working on quilts, doing the podcast with Seth. Thank God we did it today, or we'd have never got them both done. And in between, I was running back and forth with the truck and trailer and running him and all the mowers to his 4 jobs. So that is why Kenyon hasn't had dinner, because when he goes to church on the bus, which he loves to ride, because there's girls on there and guys, so it takes, he leaves at 9 and gets back about 1. And I told him that 4 hours is going to hurt us, Kenyon, and it did. So that's why Mommy hasn't ate. Now, I did get him lunch today, but I didn't have enough time to stop and eat. So I got him lunch on the way to another job. So he did eat today, and he had breakfast. I don't eat breakfast, and I knew at lunchtime that if I stopped and ate, I would be too tired to carry on. So I didn't eat lunch. So that's my fault. But the dinner this late is Kenyon's fault. I'm going to blame him for that. I keep cutting out. Is it bad? That's right. I believe Kenyon should have cooked for me. Absolutely. I'm in agreement. Am I cutting out bad for everybody? Seth is going to help me. I actually have a booster up here now. So Seth's going to help me if he has time tomorrow evening and get this internet better to where it comes in a lot better. So let me know if everybody's having trouble. We've got quite a few people in here. If you haven't said hey, say hey. Let us know where you're from. We love having new people on here. Make sure you check out our podcast. We just put a new one out today. It's called the BNS Podcast, which stands for Becky and Seth. And it's on a new app that we will have out really soon. And if there is anybody out there, about 4 inches on each side of this one, and I'm up as far as I can up here, so I'm going to have to use a lot of space down here to get this 16 to match up with the other shirts. Angie's all good? Good. Seth, how is it for you? Am I cutting in and out? Karen, how am I doing for you, honey? Karen is one of our testers. If anybody wants to be a tester and has an Android device, we can't start the testing until we have 12 people signed up. We need 2 more people to be able to test, right, Seth? Seth may have left us. Did he leave? Seth, did I put you to sleep at some point? Right. I will be so happy to have all these t-shirts cut and be able to start putting them together. I would rather be behind my machine. But I guess cutting's half the fun of it, right? Okay, we're even. Okay, good deal. Yeah, oh, wow, did you guys see that ruler move? I'm glad it moved up instead of down. Yowza. I gotta be careful. This is such a big ruler that my body hits against it when I try to cut up on top there. There we go. Oh yeah, testing is underway. We just can't start the 14-day clock
Yeah,
until...
but back and do a refund.
What?
You can do a refund on that.
Why?
Subway's closed.
Oh wow.
And they still ain't picked it up.
Okay, there's some soup down there. Just eat some chicken noodle soup, Kenyon. Oh. Well, apparently DoorDash didn't deliver tonight. Ah, and I was so looking forward to that Italian sub. Doggone it. Wonder what this t-shirt means. Anybody understand that one? I've never heard that before. Where's the black tape? End of an era, 1996 to 2021. I don't get that one, but there's got to be some meaning behind that one. And I've got a gap in this one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Yes, sometimes, and that's why I try to be really careful with the t-shirts once I get this Pellon on. Sometimes if you move them around a lot, the Pellon does not stay stuck to it well. So what I do is I'll redo them, and after I get all of them cut out, I go over them once again with the iron just to make sure that it is on there well before I start sewing. And it's easy to feel if it's not, um, if it's bulking underneath it, like here on this edge. Let's see. Check this one out. Yeah, that is another one that's bulking up. So I think I moved these a few too many times. So I'll re-iron that one. Anybody understand that black tape on that one? I'll have to look that up so I can figure out what all that meant. And then because these t-shirts are need to be cut at 16 by 16, I cut the Pellon at 20 by 20. That way I knew I had plenty of room. I put it as close to the tops as I could because I knew there's usually plenty of room down at the bottom. It's the tops. And you want to get as much up here as you can to get it either even or not leave a whole bunch at the bottom. So that's another good tip for when you're cutting t-shirts too. That's why I always cut them out the entire front half or back half, and then give myself plenty of room so I can see, like, here we're going to have about 2¼ inches on each side. And that way I know that this is 20 inches here and I'm only cutting at 16. I know I got plenty of room here. And then with the 20 inches going down, I know that I've got plenty of room to go as close as I can to the top with the Pellon on the back. Well, I don't feel so bad if Angie hadn't heard it either. I thought maybe I'm too old for that one. I missed something there. Oh, darn, what was that? Kind of got against the ruler there. I'm not cutting well on that back side for some reason. There we go. And cut that little piece off. Get it out of our way. Alright. Can you hear me better on Facebook, Sharon? That's strange. Seth, what would that be all about? I'll have to figure that one out. I can't have Sharon not hearing me. Alright. Got a little lippy there. I want to make that even. Alright. And this side's the easy side. 16 by 16. Good, I'm glad. It seems like I've got more on YouTube than I do on Facebook. Are you guys, am I shorting out for you guys? Is it like coming and going? It should be much better once Seth helps me with this extender for the internet. I've got a little lip here to cut. I love you, Sharon. Thank you, honey. The black tape phrase most commonly refers to the black tape project, an innovative and controversial fashion movement where artists use specialized. Huh. The only thing I could think of, I don't know if you guys watched America's Got Talent. They had the black tape guy. And he was a mime, but he was kind of funny. That's what it made me think of. Let's check this one out. See where we're at with it. This one is another one that has gotten loose, so I'm going to put it over here on wild iron. I might get the rest of these shirts done tonight, but I've got some ironing to do tomorrow. See, now this is a bigger one, but I think it's well within the 16. Now, this one, I'm glad this one came up because I am really going to have to do something about this one. And as you can see, his head's up here. And if I cut across that, and I need to be at least a ½ inch above it, that way my 1/4 inch seam will come in and you'll still be able to see all of him and his wand. So I'm going to have to cut up here, and I'll probably cut up a little bit higher just to give me some wiggle room, because I'm going to have to sew something across here to make this where it's straight. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to put in here to get that. And then I cut right on the edge of the collar because the collar was so thick that there was no way I was going to be able to sew another seam to that. It would have just been too thick, and when I hit it with the long arm needle, it would have really probably broken my needle or set me out of time. So I'm going to have to figure out something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut farther above here to give me plenty of room to work, so I can fill in this space a little bit easier and figure out something that'll go on there that I can just sew into that V shape. Well, there's Willa. Hey, Willa, how are you, honey? Everybody was asking me what I'm doing up so late. What are you doing up so late, Willa? And Willa, I talked to Aunt Jeanette the other night. She said, I don't think we're related to the Martinis, but we'll claim them. And I already told you I'd claim you, Willa, so we're related. Willa and I, Willa, by the way, I'm out at Grandma's tonight. Willa and I are from the same little community out by Audra, and Willa is now on my water line at Tri-County Water, and I've known her forever as a customer. Had no clue until about a month ago, maybe. How long ago was that, Willa? I was reading one of I thought it was my cousin's obituary, and Willa's name was on there. And I was like, wait a minute. And I called her and said, Willa, is that you? And she said, yes. And I said, oh my God, I'm Jake and Maddie Anderson's granddaughter. Had no clue, and I had known her for years. So that was a very special, well, it wasn't a special day for Willa, but it was really special for me finding out that somebody I just loved to death anyway was actually from the same part of town as I was. I just showed everybody around my little sewing room here at Grandma's, Willa. It used to be my playroom up in the upper part of the house, and now I get to sew here every day that I'm out here, and I love it. So, are you working on anything tonight, Willa, or are you just hanging out? go. There's that. And bring that up so we're even over there. Okay. Yes, our little town. Boulder and Audra. I wish Martini's store was still open, Willa. I might have stopped up there tonight to get me some dinner. Move that laptop over a little bit. I don't even know. Oh, so I can see the chats. I've got the laptop sitting here really close to where I'm cutting. I don't want to cut any cords. You guys might hear me scream. Nighty night, Sharon. I love you, honey. Sweet dreams. Sweet, sweet dreams. Alright, I've got 2 more shirts to cut here. Holy cow. I am getting down. That makes me happy. Alright, let's see. Is this one loose? It doesn't appear to be. I think it's just wrinkled up a little bit. There we go. Well, glad to have you in here. This one. Oh yeah, I'm feeling a lump in there. Let's see. I'm going to have to redo this one. It's kind of bulky on the back and I don't like that. Let's see if this last one will work. Oh yeah, it's still on there good. Sure we got that all smoothed out. There we go. Alright, last one to cut. They had food there though, didn't they, Willa? Didn't they sell like canned goods and stuff and like bologna and stuff? I know Simpsons had, I wish Simpsons was still out here. That's what, they should have never torn that down. I could kick Gary's butt for tearing that down. We had a little tiny store out here. I know they sold a lot of candy because I ate a lot of candy out here. But nice little store. It had some, you could get a bag of sugar or some milk, or they had a little post office in there that my cousin Shirley ran. Nice little area. So this one's coming really close. I've got like 3/4 of an inch. Less than, about a 1/2 inch on each side. And then plenty of room down here. And let's see how close I came to the collar. Uh-oh, right there. Okay. So this one's going to be really near the top. That's why I would rather do a t-shirt quilt with smaller blocks. But when you're trying to fit a small block like this, and then you've got a bunch of t-shirts that's 14 and 15 inches, it is so hard to do. It's like fitting a puzzle together. Oh, no, I wish. Willie, you might have missed it, but I had ordered DoorDash. I haven't ate today. My son had breakfast and lunch, but hadn't had dinner, so before I went live, I DoorDashed Subway. And at 10 o'clock, they canceled our order and closed. So I think I'll go down in a little bit and have me a fried egg sandwich like Granddad used to do. Alright, there we have that. And I need to pull this up so that's even. There we go. Little bulge right here. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, Lazy Acres. If I wouldn't have had the truck and trailer on, I would have driven out there, but I had the trailer on the back, and there was no way I was going around that sharp turn at Audra with that trailer on the back. They actually have really good burgers and hot dogs out there. Do you get over here much, Willa? Seth, if you remember, right past Pete and Juanita's is going toward Audra, there is an old building that used to be a little store on the right before you go down and around where the bar was. Willa, was that your mom and dad's? All right, I'm out of t-shirts. Hot dog. Well, Willa, you're going to have to come see me one day. You'll have to come out and visit once I get the house all done and set up. I've got the living room done. The kitchen we redone so Mom could move in. I still need to redo the bathroom. The bathroom's really bad. Not bad. I mean, it's livable, but it needs updated. And I want to paint in here. That's why I don't have anything hanging really on the walls yet except my Mickey Mouse clock. But and the upstairs bathroom, we're going to paint it and redo it. But I love it here. I love going out on the porch, which porch has to come off. The renters that didn't take care of the house let the porch roof leak. If you remember, it had a whole front porch on it spanning the house. Beautiful. They let the porch roof leak onto the floorboards. It hooved up. They tore that off and they built this little thing on the front that's supposed to be a porch. But it is really nice to go out and sit and watch the river in the evenings and the mornings with my coffee. I love it. And I miss this area so much. And Gary passed away, Gary Schaefer. And of course, Lucille Thorne passed away. And a gentleman named Rick Davis had it that I loved. I loved him so much. But he moved out to Audra to his family place and sold it to a woman named June that I'm really looking forward to meeting. So there's nobody below me. There's nobody across from me. Robinson's up on the hill. He's in the nursing home. So I have somebody in Aldi Schaefer's old house up here. Really nice guy. I think his name's Duke. I can't remember his name, but very nice, very quiet. That's all that's here. So it is so quiet out here. Yes, you absolutely will. Now, your uncle, was that Willard Martini? And yes, that there's a lot of Stonekers around, but she was a Martini. Yeah. So, anyway, I am finished cutting my t-shirts for the night. I'm going to go downstairs, fry me an egg, put me on some toast, eat my dinner, and I'm going to go lay down. But what do we have coming up? Let's see. We have Thursday night is our live. Friday night is our block of the week. Let's see. Sometime, hopefully this week, there is going to be a huge open box ceremony. So look out for that. If you like what you're seeing and you haven't already subscribed, hit that YouTube subscribe button and then hit follow and you'll be notified every time we go live. You can watch us on the big screen, which is always fun. Yes, I loved your Uncle Willard. Yes, I remember him so well. Well, everybody have a good night. We have a lot coming up this week. If you are an Android user and you would like to be one of our testers, we need 2 more testers to test the Android app. Seth put out a podcast earlier today. It's on our YouTube channel. Please check that out. Once we get it out for Android, it'll be out for Apple a little bit later on. There's just a couple hoops to jump through for Apple. Greatest sewing app ever. You're going to love it. So check that podcast out. It'll tell you all about it. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I truly look forward to this every week. I will see you all soon. Thanks for helping me live my dreams, and I hope you're all living yours. Love and hugs, everybody. Good night.